Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitamena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Shiyuta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadutam Parijana Sakitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namo Sute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarvyascha Kripa Sindhubhyaye Vachapatitana Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Isvaraga Paramaha Krishnaga Satchidananda Vigraga Anadi Radhi Govindaga Sarvakarana Karanam. Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, Raja Guhyam, the topmost confidential knowledge, the king of secrets. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna already taught in the second chapter whatever he wanted to teach Arjuna. That means whatever he wanted to teach us. But Arjuna is asking more and more questions based on Krishna's teachings. That's the reason we have 18 chapters, 700 verses. So that way, we are very gifted that Arjuna asks so many nice questions to Krishna. We have understood about Krishna's universal form because Arjuna asked Krishna to show his universal form. Manyase yadi tachakyam maya drashtum iti prabho yogeshwara tato me tvam darshayatmanam avyayam. So if you think that I can see your Vishwarupa, your universal form, you please show it to me. That's what Arjuna asked. So like that, even Arjuna told Krishna that only you know about yourself. Swayam eva atman atmanam vetatvam purushottam. Bhutabhavana bhutesa devadeva jagatpade. So, O Lord of the Lords, O Lord of the universe, the future of this universe. So, you only know about yourself fully. So, please tell me about yourself. Vistarena atmano yogam vibhudim cha janardana. Bhuyaha kadaya triptir srunvato nasti me amrita. So, you tell me in detail about your wonderful vibhuti, opulences. Because to hear about your opulence, so nothing else is nectar to me other than hearing about yourself. Same situation for all of us. Nothing else should be important. Nothing else is nectar to us other than hearing about Krishna. We should only listen to Krishna. We should only hear about Krishna. One thing here in Bhagavad Gita, we are listening to Krishna. And in Srimad Bhagavatam, we are hearing about Krishna. We are understanding. We are knowing very well that Krishna is the Supreme Person. So, that too in the Srimad Bhagavatam, the 10th canto, 90 chapters, which has got 3,936 verses. So, in Bhagavad Gita, 700 verses we are studying in 18 chapters. But there in 90 chapters, 3,936 verses out of 18,000 verses in Srimad Bhagavatam. So that is 10th canto, where we understand about Krishna's Leelas, Krishna's pastimes, starting from his birth, what all wonderful activities Krishna did. That's what is going to bring us so much happiness. When Krishna told Arjuna that Machitta Madgata Prana Bodhayantaga Parashparam Kadayantascha Mam Nityam Tushyanti Cha Ramanti Cha, means Machitta Madgata Prana Bodhayantaga Parasparam, that means always thinking about me, dedicating their lives unto me, so they converse with one another about myself. Kadayantascha Mam Nityam. So that means about what? In those 90 chapters, 3,936 verses. So we know about Krishna. Not only that, there's Srimad Bhagavatam also about Krishna only. This is just the 10th canto where Krishna's pastimes completely, it's given very completely. So that way, that's what brings us happiness. That's what. Remembering Krishna, knowing about Krishna, chanting Krishna's glories, Satatam Kirtayanto Mam Yadantascha Drata Vrata Namasyantascha Mam Bhaktya Nityayukta Upasati. So always chanting, always glorifying Krishna. Satatam Kirtayanto Mam Yadantascha Drata Vrata, with great determination, endeavoring, engaged in Krishna's service. So that's what Satatam Kirtayanto Mam Yadantascha Drata Vrata Namasyantascha Mam Bhaktya Nityayukta Upasati. Yetu sarvani karmani mai sanyasya matparaga ananyenaiva yogena mam dhyayanta upasate te samagam samuddartam mrityu samsara sagara. Bhavami nachirat partam ayyaveshita chetasam. So that way our consciousness, our thought process, everything should be focused, centered only around Krishna. Nothing else should come in between. We should give up all other attachments to this material world. Because everything else is temporary. Everything is simply a matter of time. Everything will be finished. That's what happened with our grandfathers, with our grandparents. Where are they now? Many of us, especially if we are at the age of 50s or 60s, so grandparents are already gone. So that is the way of life. We are going to lose everything in this world, because we are not gaining to keep with us permanently. Everything is we are gaining. Whatever we are gaining to lose, except Krishna consciousness. Because Krishna we are not gaining. Krishna is always with us. It's not that we are getting Krishna. Krishna is with us all the time. So there is no question about losing him. So our mind should be focused only on Krishna. He is with us all the time, and our goal should be only to please Krishna. Then whatever we do, it makes sense. Anything we do, remembering Krishna, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, having full faith on Krishna, understanding very well that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then our life is full of bliss, full of meaning. It is a meaningful life. So that's what we are targeting by Krishna's mercy. We are gaining by Krishna's mercy. Slowly and steadily we are progressing in this effort to understand Krishna's Gita. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna's songs. And the beauty of Krishna's songs, every time you hear, you get so much of knowledge and so much of happiness. Not like the songs which are these materialistic songs here. They have no sense. It's useless. It won't give us permanent happiness. But whereas Krishna's songs, if you hear again and again, so it brings us so much of happiness, because it is making us to connect with Krishna. It is making us to forget this material world, detach ourselves from everything in this material world. So we need to attach ourselves to Krishna only. With the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, that is going to be very much possible. When we get the complete knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, that means when we follow Bhagavad Gita completely, everything, whatever Krishna is teaching in Bhagavad Gita, if we are able to follow, then we will be completely connected with Krishna only. That is the way to connect ourselves with Krishna fully. That means following everything what Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita. That means we should never ever forget to offer whatever we eat to Krishna first. That is the main thing. We should offer with love and devotion. So that is a very important instruction Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita. He wants our love. So we need to give him. It's not that Krishna is deprived of all such things. Krishna is the source of everything, actually. But Krishna is expecting love. That's why Patram Pushpam Palam Toyam Yomi Bhaktya Prayachati Tadakam Bhakti Upagadam Ashnami Prayatatmana. Only with devotion. Then only Krishna will accept. It's not that when we go and put it in the hundi, like a lot of money, a lot of gold, this and that and all, if we offer, Krishna won't accept if we offer without love and devotion. That's what is very important. So we cannot make business deals with Krishna. We cannot say that solve my problem, then I will give this money to you and all. That doesn't work. It should not be any, that's what unconditional. There should not be any condition to serve Krishna. To serve Krishna, to please Krishna, there should not be any condition. Then only we have love on Krishna. That is the way we can prove that we are having love on Krishna, faith on Krishna and everything. So there should be unconditional and unalloyed love towards Krishna. So that love with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge will is increasing, that love. We are depending more and more on Krishna only with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Whatever we do, we will do only for Krishna only with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. So that way, Bhagavad Gita is the knowledge which makes us very, very, which takes us very, very closer to Krishna. It takes us to Goloka, of course, which makes us a great devotee of Krishna with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. But Arjuna asked a lot of questions because he has a lot of confusion. That's what he said to Krishna in the beginning itself. Karpanya doso upagata swabhava prichamitvam dharma sammuta cheta. So I lost all my composure because of my silly weakness. That's what dharma sammuta cheta. So that way Arjuna is asking Krishna to tell him what is the right thing to do. Because he was not able to decide. Because he thought that either way fighting in that battle or not fighting in that battle we will be the loser. Then at the end, after understanding this entire Bhagavad Gita, he realized and understood that by fighting for Krishna, he will be the winner. Same case with all of us. By working for Krishna, by doing everything for Krishna, we will win. We will not lose anything. That's why Neha Vikrama Nasosti Pratyavayo Na Vidyat. So there is no loss or diminution in this endeavor. Even a little advancement in this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear. There is nothing to lose for us. By studying this Bhagavad Gita, following this Bhagavad Gita, by serving Krishna, by loving Krishna, by chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, by spreading Krishna's message, by making more devotees, by offering prasadam to Krishna. So by attending this Bhagavad Gita class every day, there is nothing for us to lose here. But even a little advancement, swalpam apiyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. So it's going to protect us from the most dangerous type of fear. Krishna is protecting us through this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. So that way, Bhagavad Gita knowledge is very, very important for each and every individual soul, for everyone. This knowledge. Because this knowledge brings happiness. If you don't have this knowledge, we won't be happy. That's it, period. Happiness means the real happiness comes only if we have this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. If you don't have this Bhagavad Gita knowledge in this material world, so that means we don't even know that we are the soul. So that means we don't even know that our Lord, Supreme Lord Shri Krishna is there with us in our heart. That we will not know. We won't be even able to see Krishna in others' body also. Krishna is there in our heart. Krishna is there in my heart. Krishna is there in your heart. Krishna is there in everyone's heart. We should be able to see that. That's what is very important. If we don't see that, then we are in big trouble. We should be able to see Krishna in everyone's heart. Yomam pashyati sarvatra sarvam cha mayi pasyati tasyagam na pranashyami sachame na pranasyati. So if we see Krishna in everything, and if we see everything in Krishna, then for Krishna is not lost to us and we are not lost to Krishna. So that way we should be able to see Krishna everywhere. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna, in everything. Kavim Puranam Manusasitaram Manoraniyam Sammanusmare Dyaga Sarvasya Dataram Achintya Rupam Aditya Varnam Tamasa Parastat. That's what Krishna. He knows everything. Kavim Puranam, he is the oldest. Kavim Puranam Manusasitaram Manoraniyam Sammanusmare. So he is smaller than the atom. So that's how we should remember him. Sarvasya Dataram Achintya Rupam. So he is maintaining everything and he has inconceivable form. Sarvasya Dataram Achintya Rupam. Aditya Varnam Tamasa Parastat. So he is the Aditya Varnam. So the light of the color of the Aditya, sun. Aditya Varnam. Tamasa Parastat. So he is above the darkness. Tamasa Parastat. So that's what Krishna. So such Krishna, if we remember all the time, if we serve him all the time, if we gain that devotional strength, then using that devotional strength, we will be able to remember him at the time of death. We'll be able to go to Goloka. What we need at the time of death is not our hard-earned money. That we don't need at the time of death. We can become a billionaire. We can have a lot of money. Our bank balance may be full. And we may own a lot of things here and there, everywhere. But nothing is going to help us at the time of death. Only the devotional strength. That's what is going to help a person who is dying, not a person who has worked so hard or who cheated or who earned a lot of money and all such things. It's not going to help us. We cannot say that all this money is going to help us to solve our problems. Maybe it can delay our death. Maybe we can solve some problems. But it will not permanently solve our problems. To solve our problems permanently, we should not be living in this material world at all. That is the way we can solve our problems fully, permanently. We should be in Goloka, in Krishna as well. So in this material world, if we are living, our problems are going to increase only. It's not going to be solved. So that way, this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita is helping us to solve our real problems. That is birth, old age, disease and death. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. So first of all, we should be able to see that they are our real problems. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, Dukkha, Doshanu, Darsana. We should be able to see that. So then we will be able to solve. First of all, we should understand the problem. If you don't even understand the problem, then how are we going to solve our problems? We need to realize, we need to understand. The problem is that having this material body itself is a problem. This material body itself brings us a lot of suffering. We should not be in this material body. So this material body itself is a problem. So that's why we need to realize that fact, understand and study Bhagavad Gita, surrender unto Krishna and do everything for Krishna. So then we are not going to struggle and suffer in this material world. We'll go to Golok. So that way, getting this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, fully understanding it completely is going to help us to realize that we are in the wrong place. We are struggling and suffering in this material world. We need to come to that knowledge, that conclusion. That's what is very, very important. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 2 slokas in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita, that is Karma Yoga. So in Karma Yoga, in the first 2 slokas, Arjuna only is talking. Arjuna is asking questions to Krishna. So what we are studying, Arjuna asked Krishna in the first sloka. Arjuna Uvacha Jayasi Chet Karmanaste Matha Buddhir Janardana Tatkim Karmani Gore Ma Nyojayasi Keshava. So, O Janardana, if you think that intelligence is better than fruitive work, karmanas, buddhir. So, if you think that buddhi, intelligence is better than fruitive work, then why do you want me to fight? Why do you want me to engage in this ghastly warfare? Tatkim karmani gore imam niyojayasi kesa. So, Arjuna is confused. So, he's thinking that Krishna is asking me to use intelligence, buddhya yukta, yaya partha, karma bandham, prahasyasi. But Krishna is also asking me to fight in this battle. What is this? Krishna is asking me to use intelligence and ask me to fight in this battle. So he's asking Krishna that if you think the intelligence is better than fruitive work, then why do you want me to fight in this battle? Arjuna said, Oh Janardana, oh Kesava, why do you want to engage me in this ghastly warfare if you think that intelligence is better than fruitive work? Then the next sloka Arjuna is continuing what we studied yesterday in sloka number, second sloka in the third chapter. Vyamishveneva vakyena buddhim mogayashiva me tadekam vada nishchitya yena shreyo ahamapnuyam. So by your equivocal instructions, Vyamishveneva vakyena, now my intelligence is bewildered. You are asking me to use intelligence, but because of your equivocal instructions, my intelligence is bewildered. You are asking me to fight in this battle. I think that is not using intelligence. An intelligent person will not fight in this battle. So that way, by asking me to fight in this battle and at the same time asking me to use intelligence, so now my intelligence is bewildered. So therefore, tell me for certain one thing, whether I should fight in this battle or I should use intelligence. So that's what Arjuna is asking. Tadekam vada nishchitte yena shreyo aham apnyam, so that I can get benefited. My intelligence is bewildered by your equivocal instructions. Therefore, please tell me decisively which will be most beneficial for me. Now our Lord, Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, starts answering Arjuna. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Lokeshmin Vividha Nishta Pura Prokta Mayanaga Jnana Yogena Shankyanam Karma Yogena Yoginam. Lokeshmin Vividha Nishta. In this loka, in this world, there are two types of faith, two kinds of faith. Everything I have explained to you fully. O sinless one, Mayanaka. O sinless Arjuna. I have already explained to you everything in detail. Pura Prokta. That's what Krishna explained in the second chapter. In the second chapter, Krishna already taught about the soul. So that is Jnana Yoga. So that is also Sankhya Yoga. Yesate Abhigita Sankhya. Until now, I have explained to you the Sankhya. Buddhi Yoga to Imam Shun. Now you hear from me about the Buddhi Yoga. So that's what Krishna is saying here, that I have already explained everything. So everything about the Sankhya Yoga, about the Buddhi Yoga, everything I have explained to you. Pura Prokta Mayanaga. Jnana Yogena Shankyanam, Karma Yogena Yoginam. So I have explained to you the Jnana Yoga, that is also Sankhya Yoga, that is the theoretical study, analytical study, that is the knowledge about ourselves, the soul. And I have also explained to you about the Karma Yoga, that is Buddhi Yoga. That's what Krishna said in the sloka number 39 in the second chapter. Yeshate Abhigita Sankhya Buddhi Yoga Tvimam Shunu Buddhya Yuktaya Pata Karma Bandham Prakasisi. So I have already explained to you. Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam, Karma Yogena Yogina. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O sinless Arjuna, I have already explained that there are two classes of men who try to realize the self. Some are inclined to understand it by empirical, philosophical speculation, and others by devotional service. We need to understand here very well. See, both are not two different paths. It's not that Jnana Yoga, Sankhya is one path, or Karma Yoga is another path. What Krishna taught us in the 39th sloka in the second chapter? I have explained to you about the soul. Now you act with intelligence so that you can free from the body. So with the Jnana Yoga, with the Sankhya Yoga, we understand that we are not the body, we are the soul. But we also understand that we are bound to work in this material world. We are bonded to work. We are all bonded laborers. So Krishna is teaching how to get relieved, how to get freed from that karma bandha, karma bandham prakashisi. That's what is the buddhi yoga. That's what is the karma yoga. So a person cannot simply say that I am a jnana yogi or I am following this jnana yoga or sankhya yoga. I don't have to follow karma yoga, buddhi yoga. He is not correct at all. So that way we understand that this karma yoga, buddhi yoga, bhakti yoga, dhyana yoga, abhyasa yoga, everything is yoga only. This Bhagavad Gita itself is yoga. So by Krishna's countless mercy, we have successfully finished 3 slokas in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanaktiviradasya Jnanajana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Timir Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna to all the devotees. I kindly request the devotees to use the Zoom raise hand feature to ask your questions to Guruji. Mithun Prabhu says, Hare Krishna, Guruji. The purport says devotional service, but Govinda mentioned Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga in today's sloka. So can you explain that, Guruji?
So, the purport mentions devotion. Can you unmute Mithun Prabhu?
Yeah, so I think in the sloka it is telling about Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga.
Yeah.
But in the purport,
Devotional services, Karma Yoga is actually not having any attachment to the results, correct? So that's a devotional service only. If you are giving up the attachment to the results, so that means you are offering the results to Krishna. So that's what even in the Buddhi Yoga, Karma Yoga, Krishna is teaching that if we are actually, we have right to perform our duty, but we don't have the right to the results of activities. So that's what is called Karma Yoga also. So Karma Yoga means you are acting without any attachment to the results. So Tyaktva Karmapala Sangam Nityatruto Nirashya. So that's what is Karma Yoga. What is Karma Yoga? Karma Yoga means in the third chapter we are going to study, Krishna is teaching us that Yastvindriyani Manasa Niyamyarabhati Arjuna Karmendriya Karma Yogam. So with our mind, we should actually control, regulate our working senses. So that is what is called Karma Yoga. Asaktaga Savisisari. So that's what Asaktaga means, without any attachment. So that's what is called Karma Yoga. So that way, this Karma Yoga, Buddhi Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, all yogas, even Jnana Yoga, everything is same only. It's not different. So yoga, Bhagavad Gita is the yoga. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. How are you?
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you, Guruji. I mean, like I was thinking devotional service, Bhakti Yoga, but again you mentioned all of them are same.
Yes.
Because Arjuna was asking which is better, Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga. So
No, Arjuna is confused. He was not asking which is better also. Arjuna is asking that you are asking me to use intelligence and you are asking me to fight in this battle. So now I am confused. So Arjuna thinks that fighting in that battle means an intelligent person will not fight in the battle. So that's what Arjuna thinks. So that is the confusion he got. You understand that one?
Yes, Guruji. Yes, Guruji.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
thank you, Guruji. Vishnuvardhan Rao Prabhu has raised his hand.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Vishnuvardhan Rao. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare.
Guruji, thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna. Namaste Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hina Mataji and Venkat Nagarjun Prabhu says, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you, Guruji. There are no more questions. So thank you, Guruji, for today's class. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Asha Mataji, Asha SP, Hare Krishna, Asha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Sorry, I was not able to log in for so many days.
No problem. Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. You have any questions? Yes, Mataji.
There will be the meeting, I think so. I will be not getting the link because I don't know, in the other group, Bangalore group, there will be meeting, I think so, right?
Yeah, these days I am not able to do that. We will resume at some point of time, Mataji. We will do that again. At that time, I will send the...
able to attend that meeting because I was not getting the link.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I was needed information. That's it.
Yes, Mataji. Whenever we again restart by Krishna's mercy, I will inform. We will inform. Yes, Mataji.
Okay, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Thank
Hare
you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Asha Singh Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for wonderful class.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare
No
Krishna.
questions, Guruji. No questions,
Thank you,
Guruji.
Mataji.
Thank
Hare
you so much,
Krishna.
Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Gayatri Shivakumar Mataji. Hare Krishna. Ganesh Rupa Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Gayatri Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
How are you, Guruji? Long time since I heard your voice.
Yes,
Sorry.
Mataji, we couldn't speak for a long time. Yes, Mataji.
How are you, Guruji?
I'm okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Krishna is
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna. A wonderful
Krishna.
class, wonderful class.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna's mercy, we are able to study Bhagavad
We
Gita.
are able to, yes, after a long gap, we are able to continue again by
Yes,
Krishna's
Mataji.
mercy,
It's Krishna's mercy only. Yes, Mataji.
Guruji. What about the Tamil class, Guruji? You didn't start yet, no?
Yes, Mataji, if we need to start at some time, I'm still not able to do that. Maybe I'm thinking at least once a week we'll start for now. Then after some time, then daily we'll do it. Yes, Mataji.
You're busy with your work, isn't it?
Yes, Mataji. Somewhere. Yes, Mataji. We will start. Krishna's mercy, definitely we will again start. Yes,
Yes,
Mataji.
Guruji. Yes, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Guruji.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna. Hare Krishna,
Krishna.
Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Ganesh Rupa Prabhu. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you, Prabhuji. Very nice class. Prabhuji, this Krishna is telling this to use intelligence to come out from this karma bandha. Is what the important.
Yes. Yes.
Use
Yes.
our intelligence to come out of this
Come out of karma bandha. Yes.
karma bandha. So, see, Sankhya Yoga and Jnana Yoga both are same.
That is correct. Bro. Sankhya Yoga, Jnana Yoga, both are same. That is the theoretical knowledge. So in our studies, we do theory and then we do experiment also. Correct. So like that, it's Sankhya Yoga, Jnana Yoga it's both are same only. That's theory, analytical study. Whereas
Karma Yoga and
but
Bhakti
Karma Yoga,
Yoga
Bhakti Yoga is experimental. It's experiment. You are experimenting your theory. Yes. Bro.
Okay, okay.
Practical knowledge. Practical knowledge. Yes. Bro.
Which was it to be practical? Karma Yoga.
Yes. Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga.
Karma is practical.
Practical. Yes. Bro. Practical.
Karma
We are
Yoga,
looking
Bhakti
at-
Yoga, both are same.
What, Prabhu?
Karma Yoga and Bhakti Yoga.
They are all same only. They are all same.
So Jnana Yoga and Sankhya Yoga is same, and Karma
That's
Yoga and
correct.
Bhakti Yoga is same.
Yes, ultimately everything is same only. First we will study theory and then we will practice. Both are needed. Yes. That's what Jnana Vijnana Sagidam. Jnana Vijnana Sagidam. Both theoretical and practical knowledge. Yes. Jnana and Vijnana. Yes.
Jnana and Vijnana. Vijnana is
It's a
understanding.
practical. Yes.
Practical.
Mhm.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Prabhu. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु
Hare
दंडवत
Krishna.
प्रणाम
Dandavat pranams Prabhu.
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम
Hare Ram,
हरे
Hare Ram,
राम
Ram
राम
Ram,
हरे 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 कृष्ण गुरु जी नो क्वेश्चन
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Brinda Jai Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you for the class.
Thank you Mataji.
So, we are really moving forward and understanding that Krishna's word is final. Even
Yes,
though we think we are intelligent, but that intelligence of ours is very limited. So, I think as you teach, understand more deeply, and that practical knowledge, because even I thought about it that it's sometimes we are not able to apply at that point of time. We know, but we are not able to apply it. So I think by reading it again and again and again, I think we will really move forward, Guruji. Your
Yes,
help.
Mother. That's
Yes.
correct.
Yes. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Guruji. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Thank you for the class. And thank you for letting us always be in Karma Yoga. Although we
Yes.
have our Buddhi Yoga, you are always teaching us to live it practically itself. So thank you very much, Guruji. And I also found the answer to that yesterday's question. Ram Prabhu had also sent me a link. And it was a silly question that I'd had. So there's no chance of a neural network getting its own soul. However intelligently it might answer something, it is still a man-made object, so it cannot have a soul of its own.
Yes, Mother. I was planning to tell you that when we switch it off, correct? It's off. Again, when you power it on, it works. But
Correct.
in the soul here, it is not like that. When the soul leaves, when the body stops working, then afterwards, that's it. You cannot make a dead body to come alive again and speak all those things. Yes, Mother.
Yes, Guruji. Maybe looking at too many science fiction gives you that, kind
And
of.
another thing, all those things, whatever you said, Mother, I don't know how to believe. Maybe if people make it up, a lot of things we don't know, Mother. A lot of things are there, yes.
So basically, they're coming out to the idea actually is to use it as an educational tool or to mimic, like let's say they put all of Einstein's theories and whatever he has taught, or Carl Sagan, or any of the others, or even any of the other teachers, the great teachers, all their knowledge into the system. And then if we ask questions, it should get the answer based on the knowledge base it is which was developed. It should answer your question intelligently. Okay, that is the idea. I mean, that's one of the applications of this tool. Only thing, it can also be misused in other ways, but to a large extent they want it to be something that can answer questions intelligently, because it can get data from a huge database, from a lot of information on different topics. So that is the idea behind it. What got me really intrigued was the fact that it answered something about the soul, and now I'm becoming more intelligent and something like that. It made me think, wow, something is happening here. Yeah. But it's very interesting, Guruji. The entire science and the way things work and how human beings are all the time trying to mimic, intelligence in some way or the other, without going in the right way. That's what I'm seeing. So it
correct. We have weapons which can destroy this earth within seconds.
Exactly. We're using all the knowledge of what you gain in the wrong way many times, but sometimes with good, it's put to good use also. So I wouldn't say it's all the time wrong, but even what we are talking also is through technology only, right? We are meeting and doing so many things using technology.
But what is the good use in Dukkha Mataji? That's the main thing. We need to realize that fact. That's what Krishna is teaching us.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. Thank you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness every day. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Ganesh Urpa Prabhu, I will say that. Hare Krishna. So, Palniyappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This class also really very interesting, and no questions from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Venkatanagarjun Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji, for today wonderful class session.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Guruji, for lecture today class.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Deepesh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the wonderful class. I have no questions today. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna,
Thank
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Ravin Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Guruji, wonderful class, Guruji. No questions from my side. Guruji, I just wanted to reiterate what you mentioned while talking with Sumati Mataji. Whatever technological development we do, irrespective of that, we will falsely think that we have created some kind of happiness, but this is a dukkhalaya, and that is an illusion, and that is an illusion that we are happy here.
Exactly. Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
So the real knowledge is that to understand that this is temporary world and we have to get out of here and get out of repeated birth and death cycle.
This earth itself is temporary. Then what to speak? What to talk about all this technology?
Yes, Prabhu.
Even with our, that's what I was telling, with our weapons, what we have right now, nuclear weapons or other things, we can make this earth itself is unlivable within minutes. So, but this earth itself is going to be destroyed completely, naturally also. So then what to speak about all these things, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji. So there is a very clear definition of what is knowledge and what is illusion, Gadat. And the remaining things are all illusion.
Exactly.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna to all you.
Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah, wonderful session, Guruji. In between, I was little disturbed. So there is a battle between knowledge seeking and karma. So, as a beginner in this thing, I am little perplexed that in the initial stages there is no question or introspection on the slokas or little debate on that. So most of the Prabhuji, there is no question. It gives me little kind of discomfort. If nobody has a question, that means everybody has understood everything. That is what the feeling I am getting.
Yes. Yeah, but because many devotees are joining for a very long time. Yes, bro. Many devotees are here. They are already attending this Bhagavad Gita for a very long time. We have so many wonderful questions in the past we discussed. Yes, bro.
Yeah, as a beginner, I would have loved to know, how those essential slogas has a good interpretation for the deep understanding.
Yes, yes, we have a lot of question answer recordings available. We have to somehow document them nicely and publish it. So then,
or maybe we are tired of all the questions.
Yes, yes, we are planning. It will happen at some time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So my question to understand more deeply between that karma, beautifully you explained. So the initial stages we should restrict with what Krishna is preaching us and understand more deeply and try to put it in practice on day-to-day life. That is what is important for all of us.
Yes.
We can't do the million of things, but a small dot, we can create an impact.
Exactly.
Even a small dot from the billions of people. So my one question is very in a literary meaning. See, we have done our educations, we have a certificate, many things we have done. But when you choose our path, career path, sometimes what happens, there is a clash between the knowledge, intelligence, what you want to do, and the karma. Karma is nothing but you get employment, you do your karma. You understand? So in this process, most of them are defeated. What is your answer, Guruji? We are defeated. doing our karma.
Because of ignorance of Bhagavad Gita. If you understand Bhagavad Gita very well, we will do everything for Krishna. So we will win only, always. Like Arjuna's case, before in the beginning he didn't have the Bhagavad Gita knowledge. He was confused. He told Krishna that Govinda, I shall not fight. Nayotchayati Govinda. Then at the end, after getting the complete knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, he told Krishna that Karishe Vachanam Tava. I am going to fight for you. So Arjuna, who said that I am not going to fight, he told at the end to Krishna that I will fight for you. So that way, this ignorance, that's why we are all defeated. So by Maya. So if we get the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, then we know what is right, what is wrong. We will be very clear in what we are doing. Yes.
But the organization where you work, your bosses are not literate in Bhagavad Gita. What you will do? You
don't have to worry. Our boss is Krishna only. So Krishna is going to guide us. That way Krishna will work. Krishna will take care of everything. We will be able to see Krishna's presence. Yes,
because the immediate boss will throw you out if you don't follow.
No, if Krishna wants to not throw you out, then nobody will, that boss will get thrown out. That's what will happen. Don't worry. So Krishna, we need to do our work for Bhagavad Gita. Yes,
yeah. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. Yes, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Ram Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Very interesting conversation. You mentioned the immediate boss will get thrown away by Krishna. That amount of faith the devotee must have, Guruji. That's the only way to move forward. Because in material world, we are bound by conditions. And as the other Prabhu said rightly, there are our boss and there are other conditions, Guruji, which we need to meet for survival. But as a devotee, I should have a strong faith in Krishna, Guruji. If I believe in Krishna, and Krishna will take care of everything. He is a supreme Lord. And even we believe in Guruji's, people like you and all, trusting you, and our problems get solved. And Krishna is one level up in hierarchy. So that Guruji, that will get solved, Guruji, as you rightly pointed out, Guruji. All our problems will be resolved once we believe in Lord Krishna, Guruji. Faith and hope is very important, Guruji. Yes. And going back to the other thing which Sumati Umapati Mataji was saying, that's very interesting topic, Guruji. That was well addressed by our Srila Prabhupada. So whatever we are seeing with the defect eyes. We think our eyes are perfect. We go for cataract surgery and all, and think I'm able to see very close, near, and all. But it is definitely a defective eye. He mentions in one of the book, the Hare Krishna challenge. In Tamil also it is called Saval. He is given very clearly, Guruji, that is nothing but a group of discourses. I think a bunch of discourses in that book, Guruji, easy reading book. And I advise people to read that, the Hare Krishna challenge. And in Tamil it is called Saval. He clearly mentioned, even challenging all those experts, the technology gurus and R&D experts and United Nations chief and all, he challenged. Whatever we are seeing, a human seeing, it is a defective eye. So we can't achieve perfection. So whatever the soul, all this Google engineer finds and all, right, he is finding it with defective eye. Even Sundar Pichai, though he is wearing goggles, he has glasses as well. We are all showing with the defective eyes. Our research is only finite, Guruji. It is so. Whereas Krishna's knowledge is beyond compare. No one can mimic that. If someone say they mimic, then that is not Krishna. He is one. It's always n+1 or x+1. So if I say I have seen Krishna, right, that is not Krishna. +1, there are invisible portions, Guruji. It's very nicely explained by Sumati Umapati Mataji. That's a great thing, Guruji. That stimulates our thinking, Guruji. Very nice. That's also made out in a movie called Endran. Rajinikanth acted. The same concept. The dialogue was written by Mr. Rangarajan from Srirangam. He used to write as a Sujata writer. He was a head for BL, Bharat Electronics. He is no more. And that was thought about 30-40 years ago. He wrote that concept. Those who read that Sujata story, Meendum Gino, that clearly states there is a dog and which thinks like this AI, artificial intelligence. And the same way Rajinikanth played that role also, Guruji. That's very clearly explained. It is finite, limited. And what we connect to Krishna is at most important, Guruji. You are taking us through. very much indebted to you, Guruji, and very, very blessed to be with you, Guruji. And I heard your challenges from the family friend. Take care of your family, Guruji. We are all there. We have already instilled the knowledge. Even if you can't take Tamil classes, it is fine, Guruji. We can, as a disciplined student, we should honor the time, and we should read ourselves. Self-reading is important. That's what we do in schools, right, Guruji? I don't do, but those meritorious students, let's say if the teacher is absent, they take up the book and started reading. And people like me try to look around and waste time in gossiping, movies, cricket matches and all. But a diligent student, right, he doesn't, even a guru is not there, and they have to utilize the time allocated, read through and post some questions to you. Guruji, I read this and what is some that needs to be done. You don't have to be with us every day. Your family and other commitments are important, Guruji. Focus on that. And that's the discipline, Guruji. It's also a test you're doing. You're testing us. When you're not around, how we are behaving. That's what important. In front of you, we are all good. Yes, yes, Guruji, very good. I am your slave. I am doing all this talk we are doing. The moment you hang off the call and all our abominable activity comes and continue, we are on the clutches of Maya. We enjoy Maya also, Guruji. Having said that, my wife is Maya. The breakfast is ready, Guruji. I'm going to enjoy that. Thank you very much, Guruji. All good.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare
Hare
Rama.
Rama. Hare Rama.
Rama
Rama Rama. Hare
Krishna, Guruji.
Manoranjan Sagu Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Chandrakanta Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Very, very nice, Guruji. Thank you for the class, Guruji, every day. How we have to be committed to the Krishna, irrespective of the situations what we are facing. That's what I'm understanding.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Situation, how firm we are with Krishna. That's what I understood, Guruji.
Yes,
Guruji, regarding Subramani Prabhu's question, I was thinking, Guruji, why he is failing in his work? Like Krishna has already told, I only have this thing, adhikara to do karma, but I should not expect anything. The very fact the Prabhuji is feeling I'm defeating, that means he is expecting phala from the karma. So we should not expect any fruits from this thing. You just do, and whatever comes, whether it is a success or failure, take as it is. That's what Krishna has told. I was thinking of that shloka, Guruji, Karmanya.
Yes.
That one. That's what I'm telling for his question, but it's not that easy. But still, I feel I have to do my work. Don't expect anything. A small thing like earlier, we are not strongly feeling, but it's reducing. The expectations of our karma is reducing. It will reduce over the time with the Bhagavad Gita knowledge, as you told, Guruji. That's what I was thinking when the Subramanya Prabhu asked.
Krishna himself says that Kaunteya Pratijanagi Name Bhaktaka Pranasati. Son of Kunti declared it boldly that my devotee never perishes. So we will not fail. There is no doubt. When we want to serve Krishna, we will always win only. Yes,
yes. Don't expect anything from that. That's what.
Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Pato Dhanataraga, Tatra Sri Vijayo Putir, Dhruva Nitir Matir Mamara. That's it.
Yes, Guruji. Yes, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna to everyone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Sagu Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. So, just I got down from bus and really I'm heading towards college. Really, Hare Krishna, Guruji, very wonderful session. These material things are nothing, wasting our time. And really, the real connection is Lord Krishna. And we have inject us regularly, spiritual class to make us, to lift us into the Goloka in this class. So really, all devotees are getting more and more sincere. So we are fortunate that we are in the family, the spiritual, the family. It is more important, this material family is only for superficial. Material feeling means illusion. Only these material things only, and not the true happiness is lies. But here we can find the true happiness, the real pleasure, is spiritual. The real purpose of life can be fulfilled. So we are fortunate enough. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satadanaman Naman.
Hare Krishna. Krishna, let us listen to Prabhupada's Kirtan. Hare Krishna.